What's up, everyone? Welcome to Asher Talks Movies, and welcome to my review of Predator Badlands. This is the latest movie from director Dan Trachtenberg, whose last few projects have been within the Predator franchise, starting with 2022's Prey, and then followed by Predator, Killer of Killers. Predator Badlands follows a young Yacha warrior named Dek, played by Demetrius Schuster Koloamatangi. Dek is considered the runt of his tribe, so to prove himself worthy, he sets off for a dangerous alien planet to hunt a creature that no one in his race has been able to defeat. Along the way, he encounters a synthetic played by Elle Fanning, who agrees to help him with his quest if he'll help her with hers. Before I jump into the review, if you'd like to support the channel, there are a couple of ways that you can do that. Make sure you subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. Also, join the discussion, jump into the comments, and share your thoughts about the review and the movie.
I need a hand. You're here to prove yourself. Hunting something that can't be killed.
If you're at all familiar with the previous Predator movies, there's a certain formula that you've probably come to expect, especially with how the Predator is used. But Predator Badlands takes a different approach with the character, this time making it the protagonist. It's an unexpected shift, but one that I think allows the character to have more complexity. Unlike previous Predators, Dek isn't just a killing machine. Yes, his goal is to become the ultimate warrior so that he can prove his worthiness to his clan, but this time around you get to see personality. You get to understand his emotions. You get to follow him on this journey as he's learning and trying to survive. And this creates a greater emotional pull that many of the previous Predator movies lacked. And so what you wind up with is a movie with a lot of heart. Another big swing this movie takes is with the tone, which was a lot lighter than I was expecting. There are some exceptions, but previous Predator movies, like the original 1987 movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, were much more serious than this one. There's a lot of comedy here, and for the most part, I think it works. A lot of the humor comes from the interactions between Dek and Thea, the synthetic he meets on the planet. They have a really nice dynamic that plays out pretty much like a buddy comedy. I think the relationship between these two characters works so well because of the performances. Schuster Koloamatangi does a really good job of playing an underdog who isn't really interested in making friends or receiving help, but he starts to rethink that once he meets Thea. Elle Fanning, by the way, is really charming in this role, and I thought she brought a really nice energy to the movie. But the movie, in my opinion, overdoes it with the comedy. It's not as bad as Thor: Love and Thunder, but there are times where the movie gets a little too silly. Despite the changes, the movie still has those elements that you would expect in a Predator movie. This movie is action-packed, and the action is really good. You get some really cool fight scenes that are well choreographed. It's not bloody, but it's still very violent. The cinematography is gorgeous, especially all the different scenes that you see Dek exploring the alien planet and encountering the different landscapes and the creatures. And that includes the visual effects, which are also really good and pretty impressive, with the exception of a few scenes that I thought probably need a little bit more work. The alien world here is so detailed, again, from the landscapes to the different creatures that inhabit it. Predator Badlands tries something different. Ever since Prey, director Dan Trachtenberg has been reshaping the idea of what a Predator movie can be. I actually really liked Prey, and I liked what he did here with Predator Badlands. He shifts the focus of the story, he expands the lore of the Yacha, and he lightens the tone. Not every big swing hits, but Predator Badlands is very good. It's fun, entertaining, and it delivers a new kind of Predator movie. So those are my thoughts on Predator Badlands, which is now out in theaters. Are you planning on seeing it? Are you a fan of the Predator movies? Let me know in the comments. Also, while you're here, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.